prediction is this is the first time we see Pat Mahomes not be the Super Bowl MVP. I think we get a Sir Christopher Jones, Sir Chris Stone Cold Jones, an MVP title. I think he might get some hardware, a little belt to put on. Might be
How
his
do you
one.
suppose that would happen, Mr. Casey? I've got to know.
Well, this going into this game, we all know the Philadelphia Eagles have an amazing offensive line. This is a top tier offensive line. However, we're running into a similar situation in which the Chiefs found themselves in versus Tampa Bay's Super Bowl. Is suddenly it's not who you play, but when you play them. You see, the problem is their center is hurt and their left guard is hurt, possibly might even miss the game. And even if he doesn't, that just means we know he's playing hurt. So you have two interior offensive line. You have the clear hole pointing to the most dominant defensive player in the league this year. Listen, there's only one player who got 25 pressures on the quarterback on the inside, interior defensive line, and the exterior defensive line. Do not get it mistaken. Chris Jones from the inside or the outside is a dynamic threat to these Philadelphia Eagles. They'll put their left tackle on an island thinking this is all we got to do. He's good enough by himself. 85% of his snaps, he does not get any help. They put him on an island. Good luck against Chris Jones. Good luck. And look, Lane Johnson, probably the best right tackle in the league. That's great. But the problem is the straightest line from A to B is always going to be a straight line. And that pressure coming from the inside collapses the pocket. Now, thankfully, the Philadelphia Eagles have a mobile quarterback. But unfortunately, we ran into the same situation as someone being banged up. Jalen Hurts is walking around with a knee brace. Like, the ability, and if it's not Chris Jones, it could very well be another defensive player. And I'll put an asterisk around my Chris Jones pick and say it's going to be a defensive player, but someone's going to stand out. And that's going to be, and I really think it's going to be Chris Jones, thanks to the weakness in the interior offensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's very interesting. Not a bad take at all here. And with that in regard here, I'm pretty sure I'm still going to go with Pat. Because he's going to go crazy. And that's just kind of what it is. He's going to set some kind of Super Bowl record for something. And it's just going to be another notch on the belt. And moving them into the conversation of total dominance and greatness, especially at the quarterback position. This moves him solely into the driver's seat. Like I said, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the Brady talk over. Like if this three-peat happens, the Brady talk has got to be over, or at least on ice for the next 10 years. Because, like I said, this will be the most dominant 7-year football career we've ever seen in the history of the NFL.